Hello everyone, SBI Junior Associate 2018 prelims exam will be conducted from 23rd of June. That is only 4 days are left. Most of you must have finished off with your revision of all the section, but there must be some of you who are still in the preparation mode. Hope this video helps both the categories, those who have prepared and those who are still preparing. So let's move on to the video. Here I would be sharing some last week preparation tips or last week revision tips. So let's move on. Let's see what are the study material which are required for the last week preparation. The first one you require is a full length mock test. It would be of 60 minutes. That is a mock test of 60 minutes in which you would be having all three sections, that is English, reasoning and quant. And there would be 30 questions of English, reasoning of 35 marks and quant of 35 marks, and you would be these are the number of questions and number of marks, and 20 minutes would be allotted for each section. Remember, you have sectional cutoff, sectional time limit for SBI prelims, junior associate exam also. The time limit is sectional. So you should have at least 15 mock tests to solve, full length mock tests to solve. Okay, then only you would be able to gain your speed or improve your performance. The second thing which you would be needing is the section wise question bank. That is, there should be a question bank for each section. That is, in quant, you should have a question bank which contain hundreds of questions of simplification or very large number of questions of mixture and alligation and so on. For each topic of quant, there should be a number of questions in that question bank. Similarly for reasoning also, you should have a section wise question bank, or you should have some material which would give you section wise questions so that you can practice all these things. Once you have these two study material, that is, you have mock test and section wise question banks, then synchronize your preparation schedules and solve these test series, that is these mock tests and these question banks, with utmost diligence and planning. That means we solve them in the same way you would do it in your final exam. And while solving, make sure you follow the 4 golden rules. Now, what are the 4 golden rules? What are the 4 golden rules? Let's see. The first rule is examine your performance. That is, you have to analyze your performance while giving your mock test. Okay, attempt a full mock test in a given time of 60 minutes. That is, within you have to attempt the full mock test for the whole 60 minutes, and you try to solve the questions with 80 to 90% accuracy. Suppose if you have solved 10 questions, then out of these 10 questions, 8 to 9 questions have to be correct. Okay, like this, complete few mock tests. Say you have given 5 mock tests. Okay, you have to give 5 mock tests with 80 to 90% accuracy. Now this time don't worry about the number of questions or the time. You just give mock test with accuracy. That is, suppose after completing 5 mock tests, one after another, then analyze your overall score. Analyze your score. That how much you have scored in each section or how much you have scored in each topic of the section. Okay, and see how much you have attempted section wise. Suppose in English you have attempted around 15 questions out of 35. Okay, or in reasoning you have attempted around 20 questions out of 35, and in quant you have attempted around 20 questions out of 35, and these questions with how many accuracy. Okay, so and you have to analyze. Suppose you have attempted, if you have attempted 15 questions, then you have left 15 questions. Here also you have left 15 questions. Here also you have left 15 questions. Okay, so you can analyze that which questions you have left, which questions you have not touched, you have not attempted, and which questions you have attempted. So you will have an idea about your strength. That is, what are the portions, what are the sections in which you are strong, and weaknesses, and that is, what are the portions in which you are not able to attempt the questions. So this we have to do, that is, you have to analyze your performance in day 1, that is the first day of your week. Okay, so at the end of the first day, you would know what are your weaknesses and strengths, what are the strengths and weaknesses. Okay, this is the rule 1. And you would know that in each section, how many questions you left and how many questions you have attempted. So next one is revise topic section wise. Suppose you know that in quant, you have left the questions of mixture and alligation. So that means you are weak in this section. If you have not attempted this, if you don't know how to solve this question, that means you are weak in this section. So now what we have to do, you have to revise all the topics section wise. You have to revise the topics of the section in which you are weak. Suppose in quant, if you are weak in mixture and alligation, or if you are weak in algebra or quadratic equation, so you have to practice section wise. You have to practice these two types of questions more. In the similar way, in reasoning, if we have left the seating arrangements, if you have not solved the seating arrangements, then you should try to solve the seating arrangement more. Or out of syllogism, suppose we have 5 questions of syllogism, and out of this you attempted all 5 and 3 of them were wrong. Then you have to practice syllogism more. That is, you are getting the questions of syllogism wrong. Then you have to practice the question of syllogism more. So at day 2, what we have to do is, you have to practice the sectional wise questions of your weaker section. On the section in which we are weak, you have to practice those topics from the sectional question banks. Okay, so this would surely help to increase your overall score. Okay, so this you have to do on day 2 and day 3. That is, for 2 days you have to make your strong areas more stronger and your weak areas a better way. You have to make your weak areas a little stronger and strong areas more stronger. So that is the purpose of day 2 and day 3, and that is the purpose of revising the sectional wise topics. Okay, this is the end of day 2. Now let's see what is rule 3. Rule 3 is time management. That is, you have to manage your time. Suppose you know that a particular topic in reasoning, that is puzzle, if it is consuming more time, you can attempt it in the last. So that is what you have to do. Suppose you have to manage your time. 5 questions of syllogism, I have to solve it in 5 minutes. You have to manage your time. Okay, or 5 questions of inequalities I have to solve in 5 minutes or 4 minutes. Okay, this is how you could manage your time, because you have a sectional limit on each section. That is, you have 20 minutes for English, 20 minutes for reasoning, and 20 minutes for quant. And out of this, you have to solve 35 questions for reasoning and quant and 30 questions for English. So out of these 35 questions, you have to attempt at least 25 questions in the 20 minutes given. So this is how you have to manage your time, and this is the work you have to do at day 4. That is, you have to manage your time. So this is, you must have, suppose you have attempted a 5 mock test. So in this mock test also, you have seen a pattern that how you have managed your time. Okay, that is, suppose you generally people they do simplification first. Okay, so for most of them, if they attempt simplification first, that saves time. For many of them, if they attempt DI first, for them it is better. So you have to make a pattern that which questions, if you attempt first, you are able to solve more questions, or you are able to score more from the mock test only. So till day 4, you would know about what are your weaknesses, what are your strengths, and which sections of the questions you can attempt more easily, and which question of the section are taking more time for you to attempt. So this is, till day 4 you should know everything. And the last rule is give the final mock test. When you give the final mock test, you are aware about the weaknesses, you are aware about the strengths, you are aware about your very weak sections, and you are aware that which questions you can solve faster, which questions takes time to you to solve. And so while attempting the final mock test, you have to attempt it very seriously, like you are attempting your exam in the examination hall. It is, you have to attempt the final mock test very seriously, and this is to be done in day 4. And I assure you, the score that you score in the final mock test, it would be equivalent to your exam score. You cannot score more than that, and you won't score less than that also. So work hard and work smart. Thank you. This was all about this video. If you like the video, please click the like button and please subscribe.